I've owned 5 Bentleys, but I keep coming back to this. This is the Audi A7. And if you think that's a strange thing to say, stick around.
How is an A7 to live with? Well, it eats miles. Motorways, country roads, it doesn't matter. It settles into a rhythm and it just goes. The diesel pulls cleanly from low revs. It's quiet, it's relaxed. And the fuel economy is the kind of thing that makes you feel slightly smug at the pump, especially in these days. The ride, and that matters to me, with air suspension near Bentley in its composure, and I don't say that lightly. I've covered a lot of miles in Bentleys, and I know what their suspension feels like on a poor surface. The A7 is not far behind. Closer than it has any right to be at this price. And the seats, wow. Beautiful hide, the same design of seat as is in my Bentley. Every bit as comfortable. They just look good without being flashy. And that's harder to achieve than it sounds. The A7 has always had this fastback shape that's just right. Elegant without trying. It doesn't demand attention. It just rewards the people who look properly. But this is my third A7, albeit one of them was a very brief acquaintance. These are extraordinarily underrated. You can leave them anywhere. No one is looking on with a sharpened 50p and envious eyes. But it transports me from A to B 95% at least as comfortably as the Bentley did. It's smooth, it's quiet, and it's so comfortable. Primarily because I specify the comfort seats. It's the same seat that's in the Bentley. And so for my 37-inch inside leg, which are abnormally long, and huge steering wheel reach, I'm not sure this wheel doesn't actually adjust a little more than the Bentley. I think it comes towards me a little more. And what does that mean? It means I can sit back further. It means I've got more space to stretch my legs. The electronics work a little better than the Bentley. It's a beautiful, intuitive system in here. I've got a head-up display. I chose that. I like it. I think it's a great safety aid in terms of monitoring the speed. It does everything so well. And this one has got the Bang & Olufsen sound system, £6,500 option new. I'm listening to music, it's playing it through my Bluetooth. It's a 2014 car. Sounds brilliant. Everything's working really well. Yeah, the cabin's just not quite a Bentley cabin. Of course it's not. And the outside is not quite Bentley. But I paid £12,500 for this. That's as much as it cost me on any given year to own a Bentley. And that's if I sold this for nothing. You know, it's an extremely intelligent purchase. Now, there are BMWs that do this, the 7 Series, and of course the 8 Series Audi A8. I think they're both a bit old man cars. Yeah, many of you may say, well, you are an old man, Mark. My kids certainly would. However, I don't want to necessarily drive an old man's car, and I think the A7 has something about the way it looks. It's a great looking car. It's got a huge hatchback boot. It takes anything you want. It's so practical. So it's practical, it's fast, and that's the other comparison. So 5.7 0 to 60. The Bentley was, from memory, 4.7, I think. Okay, it's faster, but because this has got such enormous torque, two turbochargers, one small, a little bit like Ferrari on the F1 grid this year, and one larger turbocharger. The small one gives you a immediate grunt, and the larger one gives you more mid-range grunt. It's a huge shove, and in any day-to-day driving, you've got all the acceleration you could ever want, all the top speed you could ever want. We did 44 to the gallon going to see friends the other day, albeit about 3/4 an hour on country roads, no traffic to speak of, so just easy travelling. But we also did, I think, 43 on the run from the UK to here, 550 odd miles. Wow, super economical, inexpensive, relatively speaking, in comparison to Bentley end of the market. It's a super proposition. So if you're spending around that in the car and you want something that's super comfortable, luxurious, fast, but won't burn a complete hole in your pocket, it's not a bad car to consider.
If you want a car that does everything well, long distances, daily use, looks the part at a hotel or restaurant, but without the drama of a supercar, the A7 deserves to be on your list. It's a car for someone who's been around long enough not to need to impress anyone, who just wants the miles to disappear and to arrive feeling good. I forgot how good this car is. Spending time with it again has been a genuine reminder. If you're thinking about buying an A7, and you should be, I've put together a full buying guide. What to look for, what to avoid, and what ownership really costs. I'll add a link into the description. But for now, go and find one and drive it. You'll see what I mean.